Welcome to Happy Hours.
Swinging doors, the neons aglow. Mark and Rachel stealing the show. Mystery beer with a frothy head. It's happy hour laughs instead of dread. Oh, it's jokes and facts, such a marvelous blend, with a punchline twist that'll never end. Mad libs fly and the beer flows near. Comedy gold with an extra cheer.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, hi.
Guess what time it is?
5.
No, it's happy hours.
Oh, I love that time of day.
I
Every
love Fridays because, it's just Friday. I love Friday.
It's called Friday.
Yeah.
And then you go
TGIF,
like this,
everybody.
Ding, 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 ding.
June 6th, 2025.
And you guys found us.
And
Hi.
and
We were hiding.
Yep, and we're just here to bring you some fun.
Yeah.
I've got
beer.
something for Rachel's not going to. Well, maybe. I don't
I'm
know.
not going to like something.
Well, she might. Wait,
You're
hide it.
surprising me with something I'm not going to like, babe.
Well, you'll
really?
like it.
Oh, I'm not looking.
Ta-da!
What the fuck is this?
Guinness?
Wait, I need my glass. That doesn't look like a Guinness.
It's a Guinness.
Oh,
Look.
well, now when you switch it
Yeah.
around, I see the words. But when I just see a harp, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Guinness.
Is that a harp?
All right, so you might want to fill your glass now, because we'll probably
First
be.
of all, it's
listen,
too cold. I
listen to
can't
this.
chug it.
Well,
If
no,
you're
that's what I said.
expecting me to chug
Listen, fill it now. That's what I'm trying to say.
All
Okay,
right, let's
listen to this.
These bitches. Ah! It's going up.
You can hear the thing going, and don't pour it on the angle.
Oh, don't pour it on an angle. God, I am so not Irish.
You got to pour it straight in.
I am.
See that? Isn't that beautiful?
The bubbles are going to go all over the place.
It is beautiful.
You know
For sure.
what?
Okay.
It has the most beautiful mud fall. If you just look at a Guinness in a tall glass,
Yep.
the mud. It reminds me of Mud Falls, which
So look at that.
we can't go to
All right.
because the Indian reservation cut us off.
Well, I don't know if they're open anymore on that or not. Or
We'll have to
whatever.
check it
But
out.
isn't that
I've
beautiful?
gotta
So we're
take
gonna
you there.
we're gonna let that sit for a bit because
Mud Fall.
I'm thinking
Yes.
here that.
Chocolate Falls. it's
That
also
I just might do a chug
You're
on that.
crazy, babe.
Should
You
I?
just keep doing it. No.
I know.
But maybe at the end of the show, this will be nice and warm enough.
warm. Yuck. You don't want it warm. You want
I
it
don't
cold.
want it to burn my throat, I said.
All right. That's 30 minutes from now. That's a long time.
Okay.
Anyway, so we had a crazy fun weekend this weekend.
We did have a good time.
Man, we went to Arizona History Museum.
Out in Mesa, which I didn't even know we had one, so
Let's talk about that first. Let's talk
Okay.
about what did you like about that?
I thought it was awesome. It had dinosaurs everywhere, including on the side of the wall. So when you're like driving down the street and you don't know it's there, you look up, there's this dinosaur coming out of the wall. It's like, hey, I want to go to that place.
That was actually on the back side
Good
by
branding.
the parking area. On the
neat.
front side, the museum is just kind of it's an older building. It was there from
Mesa's-
when did they say when was the
Oh,
because
gosh, I
that
don't
was
remember.
the original section.
I don't remember.
So
old.
the side that we parked on over there was where they did that
mean, the
dinosaur
building-
coming out was really neat.
The building
but-
itself is old, but I don't think the museum has been there for 50 years. I think it's maybe,
Oh, it's been there for
25 years maybe? No?
I don't know. It's
You
been in
think it was
Mesa for a
the
long
80s?
time. 70s, I think, was when they started.
You're right. Then it probably
Yeah.
has been there for 50 years. I just don't know because I don't live in Mesa and I don't get out to Mesa very often.
And I'll tell you.
Please do enlighten us. But
the-
that was my favorite part. just
Okay, but
going to
we'll
someplace new. I
explain
loved it.
explain a little bit about the museum.
Well, aside from all the people there that had children and we didn't,
Well, that doesn't matter. Come
I
on.
had a shirt that said support day drinking on it. Other than that, it was pretty neat. And it had like 3 stories. And
right, but-
and it had all the different castings of like real fossils and stuff. Of course, they're not the real bones, but they're pretty darn close because they're like accurate,
Let me see, I'm
replications
trying to find
and
this
stuff
still.
of it. So they had the flying ones and the T-Rex ones and all the different
it.
ones. I think the grandkids would like it. And then
Oh, they
had,
would love it.
Then they had like a big waterfall, like a 3-story like flood waterfall thing that happened every once in a while. It was just neat. And then you walk around and you actually
How long is the Arizona History Museum. Wait, I can't do that.
They
That's
had
not
the
right.
Lost Dutchman mine like little exhibit because that's a trademark of Arizona. So Mark was really excited to go there.
Oh yeah, it was really cool.
We made some shorts while we were there. So while we were there, we were posting. So if any of you happened to be watching those, you would have saw what it looked like because we walked you through it. They had an old jail cell because there were bad guys in Mesa back in the day.
All right, so here's the answer. I finally found it. Took a while.
Because I don't know what else.
She's
to talk
rambling.
About. You told me to.
Well, they had the jail there was the Mesa jail, county jail, and
Until
the history
1975, it was closed.
the history of it was packed full. I mean, it was packed full of people. It was nasty. I mean, if you walk through those little cells and you realize how many people they shoved in those,
It looks like there's only like
It's
3 or 4 beds, but
it's-
yet they had more people.
it's
in there. It's like,
claustrophobic
oh my
up the
God.
butt.
Crazy.
So anyway, the Arizona Museum of Natural History has been in Arizona since 1977.
Right.
It was founded by the Mesa
1977.
Historical Archaeological Society, which also established the Mesa Museum in the same year.
That's neat.
The museum started as a museum housed in Mesa City Hall and expanded over the years. See, that was the old Mesa City Hall.
Oh.
And
Your sister said she went there when she worked for grandma at her school.
right, it was
So that must have been in the 80s.
Yeah,
So it
but
must have been there.
the whole history of it is really amazing. So it's been there for a very long time, and a neat place to go. So after that, for lunch, we went to 12 West Brewing, which is just around the corner, just about like a minute away.
I'm like, Mark, if we're going to go to Mesa, I
yeah.
have to find Blap on tap. That's on my bucket list. I want to be able to say, do you have any Blap? Excuse me, do you have any Blap on tap?
Yeah.
And I did. I said that lots. It was
So
great.
so that place was neat. We have a video of that up as well as
Great
the
beers, too.
the
Great
what
food,
what the hell? Oh. That's
Oh,
what.
you
It was
sprayed
like something
yourself with-
sticky on me. Oh, look at that black on my chair's coming off of my leg.
Oh no, because you put mosquito repellent on you because there's a mosquito. That means black.
Okay, here's
On
what's
you?
weird.
Where?
I had the cooler going
chair?
in the house for the last month or so, but the mosquitoes started coming out, and
hate mosquitoes.
they actually kind of love the cooler a little bit. So
Swampy.
we had some in here, and then we just switched over this weekend because it got so humid and
we had some
wet.
rain. Lots of rain,
So we had to
actually.
shut off the
God we
the
had
cooler and turn it over to air conditioning, which feels so much drier.
It is.
It's much drier in the house.
It
but
is, but now we have to whip
Anyway.
out the mosquito spray.
Back to that.
Mark's got
So-
sticky stuff all over
So
him.
12 West was just right around the corner. If you just walk right around the corner, you're right there at 12 West Brewing Company.
Yes. and it's really neat.
It's one of their tap
big.
rooms. It's really neat. And then
They had lots of beer on tap.
we had a good time. Oh,
Lots of food.
they had some good
We
selections.
brought home a 4-pack of something called
Look.
12 Carat.
We got 12 West here,
Oh, yeah.
hell of a there, Lazy G, all those up on the wall.
A 12
Ouch.
West honey lager or something, which was so good because they had flights. Of course, we had to try them. And
It was the gold
12 Carat gold or
12
just
carat-
carat gold
12
or gold carat.
carat,
or 12, I don't know.
yeah.
It was so darn good.
All right, now let me finish here. Here we go.
Yes.
So
It was super
Sunday, we went to out to the desert to just goofing around. We did a beer perspective out there in the wash,
And the sketchy washes.
and because that area, people go dump and there's
Not very
tires
respectful.
and they go shoot cactus, which is horrible. I hate when people do
Right.
that.
And there's
and
like
then
old mattresses every once in a while.
Yeah.
Like someone slept under a
yeah,
tree. It's
someone
like
was
weird.
out there hanging. But anyway, so we went
Scary.
there and did our beer perspective.
We did.
We didn't show you all that stuff, but we could have, but we didn't.
You have to go watch the
and
beer
then
perspective on Mark's
after
playlist.
that, we went to Cave Creek, the town of Cave Creek, which is another, I don't know,
15, 20 minutes away.
15, 20 minutes.
Beautiful
around
area, actually.
from where
Very
we were at.
beautiful. Westerny.
And then we had lunch at Mountain View Pub, which I just posted that video and yesterday. Well, actually today, but it is yesterday. So posted that one, and it's
I didn't know about it.
pretty awesome.
I mean, I knew you posted it. I
Yeah.
didn't know about this place. It's an Irish pub. Didn't know. The name Mountain View Pub doesn't ring Irish to me, but guess what they had? Guinness.
and they had something that was pretty
Some
freaking
dip.
cool. Even though we ate everything that wasn't Irish there because they had a lot of different foods.
Irish
but
nachos.
I had on the side as a side dish, I had
Those cracklins. What
Cracklin,
are they
pork-
called?
chicharrones,
Chicharrones.
but
Chicharrones.
they're cracklins, and
Like pig
they were
skin?
actually fried. Yeah, oh, so freaking good. And then with a hot sauce, you dip it in. Oh my God! If
They're
you ever
weird.
get those at the store, they're not even quite as good as this.
like
but
dry bacon.
Try it if you get those that way, just try it for a change and try it with like Frank's Red Hot sauce.
That's what they serve.
Oh my
buffalo,
God.
Some kind of a buffalo
So
sauce.
good.
I think you let me have a bite. It was good.
Crazy good.
They were crackling
So,
as you put them
yeah.
in your mouth. It was good. And I just had some nachos.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a beautiful outdoor patio that overlooks the valley, and you can see the valley of Cave Creek area because you're kind of up on a cliff looking down.
Well,
It's
no, you're actually
beautiful.
looking. It's not the Valley of Cave Creek.
Well,
you're
it's-
actually.
we're looking down
You're
on
actually
them.
what you're looking at is back in there's Spur Cross Ranch area.
Right.
You actually see the mountain
There's a
range.
beautiful view.
It's not a valley; it's the mountain range you see back in there,
Right.
where we've hiked before, and it's lovely hiking
Okay,
back in
well,
there.
I
So,
say valley because we were higher than some of the shops because we were looking out.
well,
and they were
that's
kind of a
just
little
the
lower.
shops,
I know we were higher.
but that's not the valley.
Okay, fine.
So-
it wasn't a valley. We
No.
were just up a little
All
higher,
right.
and we had a nice view. And it was raining a little.
Here we go, another beer. You say yes.
Yeah. Yes, Rando.
While we're doing-
another beer.
What we're doing? This is a mystery beer,
Okay.
and
Let me chug this out of the way.
you can save that for later too. You don't have to like check it all out right now. This right this
No, because
second.
now I want this one.
Okay,
You go over here.
I don't know what this is. We don't know what this is. It's just a beer.
It's a golden lager.
Oh, okay.
for
wait a minute.
sure. Or an ale. But
I'm smelling. Once again, I swear every time I smell these, I smell.
oh, it's citrus. Right
Citrus.
Up the
Yeah.
butt, citrus. Totally some kind of lemon.
So I'm gonna say it's probably a lime.
yeah, citrus.
It probably looks like a lager
Yeah, probably lime.
and
That's more
a lot or a
common.
pilsner. Would it be a pilsner? So it'd be a summertime beer, probably like I would say beach, something with. Oh, okay, only reason I'm
get
saying this is
lime.
because every time we do this with
get
the lime, like this, it has that salt flavor in it or something.
So this is salty lime beach.
I don't know. Let's see.
You always get it correct. I always get it wrong. I'm just gonna say it's a citrus lager. That's it.
Oh, that's good. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I get
that's smooth.
I
Is
get
that really
citrus.
lime?
I don't think it's a lager. I think it's a pilsner.
Yeah, it does taste like a pilsner, which I think is
Could be
lighter
a
than a
lager.
lager. But
Could be a lager.
I'm still gonna go with
Wait,
lager.
I don't know. I'm gonna stick with that too. And
And it's light.
I get citrusy note, maybe a little lime.
Do you get a lot of carbonation? Because I don't.
No, it's light.
So maybe it is a pilsner then. Oh my gosh, this is so complex.
That's a confusing one. Let me see. Here we go. Let's go take a look, shall we?
drum roll.
Oh, jeez.
What is it?
All right.
all
I think we've had this before.
I'm sure.
As a matter of fact, it's Barrio Bowl
Is it
brew.
Barrio or Barrio?
Barrio. Let's just say Barrio.
Okay,
Barrio
Barrio.
brew, Mexican lager.
Mexican. You were right. That means there's lime in it.
I swear there's lime in it.
And it's a lager. See, I was right. I swear it
It's
was lager.
5.5% alcohol. Native employee owned. We've been to the place out here, but the location, the main one, is in Tucson. They make some pretty damn good beer there. They really do.
We didn't go there on the craft beer crawl, did we? Barrio wasn't on the list, or was it? We just didn't go there.
I don't remember. I don't think it was on the list. But we went to their brewing, their tap room here in Phoenix at the Deer Valley Air Park.
Yeah, we did.
And we ate lunch there, which was
Excuse me.
it was okay. You know, it was. The only reason it was okay was because the service was they
They were
weren't
just pretty new.
they were pretty new,
Only
but they
been a
weren't
couple of months or so.
they weren't attentive to. We sat for the longest time, and I was getting pissed.
Yeah,
like,
he was getting
where's my-
angry.
No, I was like, no, I was getting beer-gry because I wanted a frickin' beer, damn it.
Right.
And we were sitting there, so
when the
I
hostess
finally got
puts
up.
you in a place you're not supposed
Yeah.
to be. No one comes to.
So I finally got up
you.
and I just walked up to the bar. I was like, I'm sitting
And went
here.
like this. Boom.
I sat down at
Can
the
I
bar.
help you, mate?
No.
Yeah, give me a beer.
No, I said,
that
I said, Rachel, stop, just a second, settle down. You're hyperactive
I
here.
said that didn't happen.
But I basically said, I'm sitting here, no one's helping us over there. Is that okay? He goes, yeah, sure. So then all of a sudden everybody's like, oh God, I'm sorry, man.
How
I'm
long have you
sorry.
been waiting there? No one came to see you. No. Oh shit! I just put a Busch Light into my mystery beer.
Oh
well.
my God. All right, well, that's that, and I'm still waiting on that.
I am too. You know what else
gonna,
is a mystery? We were just.
I'm gonna
in
chug
here-
it.
We were just in this room, getting ready to do our beer of the day
Uh-huh.
just a little bit ago, and there's all these hell of a brewery stickers everywhere. Now, Mark likes to put them on the bar, which there's one. And I was just like, oh, honey, why you put this here? And he's like, I didn't do that. I'm like, well, I didn't do it. And then he's like, oh, there's one
Well,
over there.
all
I'm like,
right.
well, I didn't do it.
Let's be honest here. The
Mark probably did it.
Well, it might not have, but the mystery, Rachel probably did it too.
I didn't even know we had all those stickers.
Oh shit!
We had one and a coaster. I didn't realize we had 3.
But if I did it, I don't remember.
And I didn't know
here we go.
had them. My point was it was Ghost Buddy because he's
Yeah.
been visiting
I don't
again,
think so.
and Mark was hitting himself in the night the other night.
Yeah.
You woke yourself up smacking yourself. And I woke up, someone was poking
Okay.
me, and it wasn't you.
Here we go.
Because I was facing. Wait,
Moving
I'm just
on.
telling my story.
Yeah, let's move on.
Well, Ghost Buddy's here again. Hi.
Yeah, okay. What if you could breathe? These are fun questions, right? Okay, here we go.
Okay.
What if you could breathe underwater? Where would you explore?
Underwater.
No, where? I mean, come on. Think about it. If you could breathe underwater and you could just see underwater and you could go places and you could go anywhere underwater, I mean, I know where I'd go.
I'd be in the Caribbean somewhere looking at all those beautiful coral reefs.
Okay, I'm going somewhere that is really cool. Where that one boat, and not the boat, but the thing that went down and
Titanic?
imploded. Yeah, so the
It's too
Titanic.
deep. It's too dark.
I would go down there
too dark.
if I could breathe underwater and it wasn't too cold or anything, and I could just go under there and just. That would be amazing to be able to just walk on the. You're just walking down there
Like
on the
the
ship.
Titanic. You want to go check out the Titanic?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I thought of that, but I also factored in it's pitch black down there. I
Also-
want to be able to see, so I want to be in the coral reefs where it's nice and blue.
Think
and
of this.
tropical.
Think of this: all of the places where they've put in these lakes and stuff, and the dams, and there's like these hidden like little towns and stuff buried under the water.
Like Atlantis.
Well, even like
Yeah.
Lake, I think Lake Pleasant. Even what's the big lake over there by the Roosevelt? Not
Too
Roosevelt. But
murky. I don't want to go there.
what's the big lake up?
Lake Powell?
Lake-
Roosevelt.
Lake
Hoover.
No, Lake Mead.
Lake Mead.
I think that's the one. They had a
Hoover
whole
Dam?
city down below while they were building the Hoover Dam. Yeah, and then when they filled it in and it just kind of disappeared.
I guess if
So,
I could breathe
wouldn't that be cool?
underwater, I'd want clear, crystal blue waters, no murky crap with silt and stuff. I don't know. I wanna
Okay,
be
just
able to
say.
see.
All right, let's go a little further. If you could breathe underwater and actually see everything perfectly crystal clear,
If the water
wherever
was
you were
crystal
at,
clear?
and you didn't feel the cold or anything, where would you go?
Caribbean.
Okay,
Still
okay,
beautiful.
all right,
I would just
yeah.
be underwater all the time.
Here's a funny one.
What?
Try this one.
Okay.
What if you could fly, but only as fast as you can walk? Think of that.
I'd do it. Sign me up. It'd be more like gliding. It'd just be like
Wait, here's a question.
hovering.
I got a question. How far off the ground could you go? See, that doesn't say there. What if you could fly?
There's
but
no limits,
what,
I guess.
Well, no. What if you were only flying like a foot above the ground?
I don't care. As long as I'm flying, I can just like glide,
Hovering.
hover. It's the lazy way of walking.
Yeah.
So I guess if I'm allowed to fly with no limits, I would go above all this crap and then just glide.
Okay, so listen. I've had these dreams,
It's my-
and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't in the dream. I don't know about you, but
I'll tell you.
when sometimes in an emergency situation in your dream, and you have to get away from someone, and all of a sudden you can just start flapping your arms, going up. Whew, okay, okay. I'm up.
Do you really flap your arms in your dreams to fly?
Okay, no, it's weird because sometimes I don't.
I don't.
But sometimes I have. It's like it's not working. I can't get off the ground, and so I have to start going. And then I'm going. Whew, I'm up there. I'm like up. And it's like, and then I have to remember in my mind. It's like keep on flapping your arms because you're
keep
starting
swimming.
to sink.
Just
You're
keep
starting to
swimming.
sink, and then to get away from the bad
I
people.
just
You
say
ever do that?
I'm in a dream. I can fly if I want, and I just go up, and then I'm.
My
above
dream doesn't
things.
allow me to do that. That's not
You have
cool.
to tell yourself what to do. And you also kind of have
I
to
told
have
myself
that
to-
one brain that's on that tells
One
you.
brain.
The one part of your brain that's like, this is a dream. Yeah, just shut up. Okay, well, you can get out of it. You just shut up.
All right. Here's
You can talk to yourself.
here's the last one.
I do.
What if you were the last person on Earth?
I would be really sad.
Well, first of all, I'd go to all the places that had like the most expensive things, like Maseratis and.
Well, how could you get there? No one could take you there or fly you there. Or
Well, then
get
you learn how to
there.
fly. You just get in a plane and fly yourself
if
there.
you're the last
Oh no, but there's dealerships. I mean, say if
No
you're the
one
last
works
person,
there, and the gas. Who's going to pump the gas and give you the gas to pump your?
you pump your own gas.
But once it runs out, where are you going to get more?
There's places all over the United States, and say you're in the United States, and you can find gas, and you
Like
can
that
find.
show. There was a
mothers.
show, wasn't it called The Last?
Yeah,
Man Standing or something?
I don't remember what it was.
You still
but-
have to get to where you're going, and once your resources fall out, what are you gonna do? You're
I
like,
don't
"No, I
know.
don't know.
I have no idea.
So if I was the last person alive, I would be sad, and I would probably kill myself because I'd be lonely.
I'd probably party my ass off, and
Well,
like I
okay.
said, I'd find everything. I'd go to
I would
department
find
stores that are completely empty and have like it'd be so weird.
That runs
And-
out. The novelty will wear off after a while because who you?
But
gonna
have fun before you kill yourself. I mean, just don't knock yourself off because shit, all
All right,
It's like,
let's just say I go drink myself into oblivion and just walk until my feet fall off, like that book you
but
like,
why would
The
you?
Long Walk.
Why would you walk? I mean,
Well, no one's gonna be able to fly a plane for me.
you
Okay, I'll take a bus, but when I run out of gas, who's gonna?
then you
fill
find
up the-
more.
Yeah, but then once that gas dries up and runs out,
Learn how to fly.
I can learn how to fly.
Drive the
But I
train
don't
that's
trust
sitting there.
myself.
I do.
I don't trust
I'd
myself.
have fun,
I've never
man.
flown a plane. I've never driven a.
I see it as positive. I would have a fun time for the short period of time that I'm alone.
Okay, so
I'd have a fun
with
time.
that being said, I would just pick a car and just drive until it ran out of gas, and I'd just find another car and just keep going until I got to my
why don't you
destination
stop
of
at
choice.
Why don't you stop at gas stations
I
along
don't
the
need
route?
to. There's cars all over the place that have gas in the tank.
Well, why? Because you could
Well,
go
why
to
not?
think if you're the last person on Earth, but you go up north and you stop at that one
I'll
place
get
that
gas
has.
everywhere as long as the gas doesn't run out.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on
Excuse
to
me. That was exciting.
true facts that sound like BS.
Oh, that again?
Yeah, always.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it is not.
Okay.
True or false? You tell me. This is a good one. True or false? Beavers' butts taste like vanilla.
How would this even be determined?
Okay. Oh, you tell me. True or false?
No, because no human would ever lick a beaver's butt.
Well, let's see.
Only
True.
a stupid asshole would that's perverted and wants to know what a beaver tastes like.
True. Well, sort of. Beavers secrete a substance from their anal glands that is used in artificial vanilla flavoring.
Well,
Yum.
that doesn't mean their butt tastes like it.
Yeah, but they secrete something that's put in artificial vanilla flavoring.
Oh, it's just like bat guano is in girls' makeup.
Yeah.
I've got some on my lips right now.
So when you use, from now on, everybody, when you use artificial vanilla flavoring, just remember there's some beaver butt stuff in there. So,
It's
yeah.
from their anal glands.
Oh, here's another true or false.
Okay.
True or false. Some animals can smell water.
Yeah, probably because
Yeah.
different water smells different. You can smell water. I know.
Well, the
can
animals
smell if it
know how to
smells
get
different.
to the water. Like
Is it fresh or not?
elephants can smell water from miles away.
Just like sharks can smell blood miles away.
Yeah,
in
they
the
can.
water. So
Although it's possible that they have simply learned to detect the smell of animals and plants frequently found in and around water. So that's not very clear.
I guess in a collective, all those smells in the air will be like, hey, there's something over here I need to go to. It's probably
Maybe they
water.
can smell trees. I mean, maybe they can smell,
Vegetation
the vegetation because you know how it
life, yeah.
starts thickening up in the greenery and like
Smells like life.
like me doing.
animal,
You're
probably.
right. For me doing yard
Smells like
maintenance
heat.
for years and years and years. I mean, I do handyman stuff and yard maintenance, but
Oh.
I still smell the smell of cut grass is one
Right.
exciting smell to me. I know it's kind of weird
And
for
even
some
when
people,
you're on a
but
farm, you get all those smells like the wheat and the hay and the barn. Like everything has its own. I can see that.
the only cut grass I don't like the smell of is weed. But
Weed.
I hate
Yeah,
that
I don't
smell.
like that
I used to
smell.
like it
Ugh.
back when I smoked it, but I don't
Ugh,
know.
stinky.
The only tree in the Sahara Desert was killed by a drunk driver in 1973.
The only tree in the Sahara Desert?
Yeah.
No.
All right, so
There's
it wasn't
no-
the only tree in the entire
no roads
Sahara.
in the
Listen,
desert.
it wasn't the only tree in the entire Sahara, but the tree of Tanir was the only tree for 250 miles in any direction. An allegedly drunk driver managed to knock it down once and for all.
What a fuckhead.
Oh, what an ass! What an ass!
Didn't you just like go off the road like a foot before
All
the
right.
tree? Just saying.
All right, Rachel,
These are the things we talk about.
what do you got?
Oh, I did. Okay. Speaking of travels, you know how we like to go and do stuff. Right?
Huh?
So I found a place I'd like to go to someday. I know we can't do it
I think
now.
that mosquito got my back, and now I have an
Oh,
itch.
no, we can't do it now
What?
because this is probably a little further in Arizona that can't do it over like a day trip.
It's like a 2-day trip.
Arizona's unique underground canyon dining spot is a tranquil yet educational experience. So if you've done all the major things, like you've done the Grand Canyon, you've done Antelope Canyon, you've done all this stuff, there's a place in, where is it called? Peach, let's see, Off the Beaten Path. How about dining 210 feet below ground
Cool.
at the Caverns Grotto?
Caverns Grotto.
It's a 2-hour drive from the Grand Canyon west from their skywalk. You know that skywalk they have? Go 2 hours west.
2 hours? That's a long drive.
Into the town of Peach Springs. It's along the historic Route 66. Peach Springs. We're going to have to look up Peach Springs. So it's
Very
located
nice.
deep inside the Grand Canyon Caverns, which are a 345 million-year-old sprawling cave system that connects
How
the
far
Grand
is it
Canyon.
from the Grand Canyon? You said 2 hours?
It's 2 hours west of the Skywalk, just the Skywalk area. You know
It's-
that big Skywalk? It's 2
Yeah,
hours
it's
west.
located in the Hoilupai Reservation,
Okay,
serving.
if you say so.
That's what it says.
But it's okay. So once you're to Peach Springs, there is a place. Let's see, located deep inside the Grand Canyon Cavern. So Grand Canyon Caverns. 300
Sounds cool.
345 million-year-old sprawling cave system that connects the Grand Canyon.
They're getting light
connects
rain.
to the Grand Canyon.
By the way, they're getting light rain right now.
Okay, it can only be reached by taking an elevator 21 stories underground.
That's cool.
The
I would do it.
Caverns- Yeah, the Caverns Grotto. Listen to this. delivers a dining experience you won't forget in the peaceful atmosphere of a tranquil cave with an educational tour thrown in. So you have to make reservations well in advance because there's only 4 tables.
Well.
4 tables, they each seat 4. You can
Oh,
only,
4?
You can only get 16 people in at a time. Lunch is served from noon to 4:45, and it's $49.95 per person. So about $50 a person.
Wow.
The price includes the tour because you get
Do
to
they
go
serve
through
beer?
the cavern. It includes an entree, a side, and 2 drinks. It didn't say if it was beer or not, but it doesn't matter at this point because you're under the ground doing cool shit.
Well, I want a beer.
And then if you want to do dinner, you can come back and it's $69.95, and it's all you can eat dessert too. But anyways, my point is it's in Peach Springs, wherever the fuck that is.
In the middle of effing nowhere. That's where it's at.
But I didn't even know it was a thing. So let's just say we made
right.
reservations. Like once we
we
can
go.
stay out for a couple of days at a time. Wait. We have to
What?
make reservations that might be a year in advance. You know?
Okay.
And then we can go. Wouldn't that be fun?
I'm going to chug this and do some bad jokes after this.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
All right, everybody. Okay, so it's funny if people watch our stuff and you see like split in the G. We know
Caverns
that.
Grotto.
I know that it doesn't. What it means. It means just split. When you have that big head of foam, you split it down to the G mark on your Guinness glass. But the thing is, no, on your Guinness glass.
Yeah, the
when you have
Guinness glass, when it
you have a
says
G,
Guinness.
and the foam's here,
Right,
so you
right.
split it down to the top of the G.
They say it's a drinking
So-
game. You're supposed to like gauge your chugging so that when you're done, it's
Splitting it.
splitting it.
But because
It's
we don't
closer.
do that, we just chug the G.
I'm
All right.
I can't. I'm
I think-
loaded, babe.
I think you're not as blow as you think. Let's do it. Ready? Cheers. Come on, do it. Come on, babe.
Why are
I
you
got some jokes on
yawning?
this.
Are you bored?
No, I was just
Marcia.
clear. I was just getting so I could like get my breath and stuff. Hurry.
Cheers.
All right, here we go. Gonna chug it.
Do I'm
We're gonna
just
chug
tell
the
you.
G.
It's gonna be quiet here for a minute.
All right, here we go. Ready? And away we go. I did it.
I gymmed the cop.
Look at that.
I almost did it. I was getting ready to.
I
finish
beat
it.
you
You did. You always
again.
Did. You always did.
Oh, that's so good.
babe.
Why do I like Guinness so much?
I was gonna finish it, but I didn't.
Well, you but doesn't that taste good?
I'll finish it.
That is a really good
I
tasting
gymmed
beer.
the cop, and it threw me off my game because it dripped on my leg, and then I thought I was spilling it, so I kind of stopped for a second.
So everybody that was just listening to the silence, I just chugged a Guinness. And the sounds of silence.
Funny thing is I had my throat right next to the mic, so I think you're gonna hear. I
You'll
did
probably
that
hear
on
that, yeah.
purpose. Yeah, I finished mine. I'm sorry. I did.
1,000 One-Liners and Short Jokes by Graham Can. And Graham Can is.
Look at all the shit we have on the bar
I know,
counter.
we did a lot
There's
of boozing
beers
this
and
time.
cups and cigar- how come I have 3 of these?
This is for Barbecue Rando because he always
Barbecue.
complains that we drank
we
beer.
got more beer
And not root beer.
barbecue. Oh, here's some more.
But I'm going to tell you something, BBQ.
Did you have more in yours?
No, oh, wait, I do.
I didn't say wait. I had some more in there.
Oh, shit. So I didn't actually finish the whole thing. So the thing is barbecue. This is the thing. Here it is.
Brando, we're calling you out, bud.
You always talk about root beer. This is the closest thing to root beer you can get
it's
right
like
here.
a bitter root beer
It's a delicious
with
root
a
beer.
little buzz. Just a slight one. It's only like 4% ABV. It's a little one.
I dare you to chug it. Okay.
Yeah, do
So
it,
anyway,
Brando.
here's my jokes.
kidding.
From 1,000 one-liners and short jokes from Graham Can. And English.
We need to get Graham Can on the
English.
show. He should do these jokes himself.
I don't even know if he's alive.
Can you
yet.
call him?
What do you get if you divide the circumference of a pumpkin by its diameter?
The radius.
Pumpkin pie.
I don't know. Did you like my answer though? It sounded like I was kind of smart for a second.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The problem isn't that obesity runs in your family. The problem is no one runs in your family.
That's it. I don't like to run. I sweat and I get itchy.
My psychiatrist says I have a preoccupation with vengeance. We'll see about that. All right, one more of these. One more of these dumbass ones. Ready?
To you.
Life's a bitch.
It is. Fucker.
If it was a slut, it'd be easy.
That's true. That's true. You know what? That's the most thing that makes the most
It is
sense.
the best joke
I
ever.
want that on the bumper sticker. I said,
Life's a bitch.
If it was a
If it
slut,
was a slut, it'd be easy.
No one wants an easy life. Well, it would be nice sometimes, but
Rachel,
not
do
all
you,
the time.
do you have anything to say at the end here to close this all off?
I would like to say thank you for all the likes and subscribes and the recent downloads on our
Yeah.
podcast because it's gone up and we like that. We appreciate that. And I would like to say I like making beer perspectives in the desert. Let's go find some more washes.
We do. Okay, this weekend we're going to go out to Verde River Bottom somewhere and just do a beer perspective out there. And then going back into Fountain Hills.
We've
so
never
you
been
kind of
to
get
Fountain
the
Hills.
general idea. And we're going to eat
Hey, we
at,
should go find, before we eat and stuff, let's drive around and actually find the fountain and film it for the people who don't know
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
well-
It's a fountain that is ginormous.
But it only goes
every
off, let me
15,
see.
20 minutes.
When does the fountain go off in Fountain Hills?
Every 15
See.
minutes, I thought.
See.
Excuse me.
9 p.m. every day of the week. This fountain is okay. So we're like
No, it's like
what did-
every half hour, every
9
20 minutes.
No,
or something
9
like
a.m. to 9 p.m. It
Yeah.
doesn't- every okay.
15 minutes.
Every hour on the hour for 15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, every hour on
Yeah.
the hour for 15 minutes. Yeah.
If we catch it, you know,
Well-
that's the problem. Well, you can actually walk around there, but you have to spend an hour doing it. Because we have to be at lunch at what is
there
that place
around
called? What's that
11
place
and-
called that we're going to?
I would like to go to that
Hillbilly or
Saddle
something. Oh, Saddle.
Saddle Bronc.
Saddle Bronc Grill.
Yeah.
I said hillbilly, but their food.
Only-
They got good ratings and their food sounds real good.
You-
So we're
you
gonna be
know,
at 11
when you're
o'clock.
driving-
Anybody wants to find us at 11 o'clock? Well, we're gonna be there eating lunch. So
Yeah. You know when you're driving through like a
They got
city
Guinness,
or
too.
something, and on those signs, it'll
dare
say
me
like,
to chug a Guinness.
listen.
I'm just saying.
Listen, Linda.
We're almost out of time.
I'm
Come
just
on.
saying, you know a place is good when you're in, not that's super good, but there's a sign that you're in a town going, oh, this IHOP over here, or, you know, this is over here. Like if it
IHOP
made this
isn't it?
I've seen them on signs because people want, where's
That's all they got.
Right. Well, in Fountain Hills, when we came from Weekapaug, we were driving through back or whatever, there was a sign that said Saddle Bronc this way.
Oh,
And I'm
really?
like- yeah, and I saw it and I'm like, Saddle Bronc? Wow, it must be something. They got a sign, like one of those street signs that had an arrow pointing off.
Well, that's why I said we got to be
Yeah.
there at 11 because if you're not, then you're gonna be waiting for lunch forever.
you know
so.
when we're on the freeway driving to a place and I'm like, exit 18's coming up and then you see like a sign that has like all these like Best Western, a gas.
Oh, but that's all they got.
Right.
That's different.
But they made the sign. This
Yeah.
was actually in Fountain Hills. There was just a little sign that said,
a little sign.
well, I don't know. It was a sign that got
All
my
right,
attention.
everybody.
It had a cowboy riding a Bronco on it. And it
Okay. That's it. We're
pointed.
done.
Mark's grabbing
Miss
his-
Rambler.
No, I'm just saying that we're going to try it.
Ramble Rachel. Okay. Ramble Rachel's
That's
done.
a good name, Ramble and Rachel.
Bye.
Bye, love you.
See you
guys.
next time.
Mad Libs fly and the beer flows near. Comedy gold with an extra cheer. Comedy gold with an extra cheer.